Okay, let's take a look at Sales Navigator. At the moment, just supporting the downloading of search results as I am with LinkedIn Recruiter Lite. The, main difference you'll see here is on Sales Navigator, you are not limited to 1,000 search results. You're limited to 2,500. Now that's a LinkedIn thing, but pretty cool, I think. Additionally, because of the way Sales Navigator works, because you can filter by viewed, there's some opportunity here to kind of let you download unlimited results. I'm not sure if I'm going to set that up, but for now, let's take a look at what we have. So here, again in the corner, if you have this installed and you have access because you are a patron member, or if this is in the future you have a paid subscription, you will notice the download search. You can click that and it will initiate the download. This is only going to pull the first 146, so it'll be pretty quick. Boom, we're done. And it's going to ask you if you would like to add public URLs to the list. So maybe you don't, and then you can just download as is. But if you do want to add the public URLs, that will give you a little bit more information. It basically just goes in, gets the public URL as well as ID, some additional location details that may not be in here, stuff like that. So if we click that and run it, it will take a while to run because it needs like 1 to 2 seconds per profile. And here we have 146 profiles we're going through, so it's going to take quite some time. But it gives you a little status of kind of where it's at, who it's currently pulling, and the percentage of which it's complete. So we'll let that run for a minute. A few minutes later. Okay, and it is complete now. And so you'll see the options. You'll notice a few more here. Some stuff you probably don't need, like these geocodes, city code, industry URN. Now you'll notice that education is not here, and that is because Sales Navigator does not offer this as a response in the search result. I could add the option to let you pull additional information like that as you're pulling down the public URL, but I decided against it for now. If that's a feature that is desirable or requested in the future, I may add it, as well as some other things related to advanced search parameters that we would need that information for. But in any case, here we are. So we have the job. You'll notice here that job description is available, whereas in Recruiter Lite it is not available. So that's nice. One of the upsides to using Sales Navigator over Recruiter Lite. And we'll keep all of those fields. We'll get the first 2 jobs. And yeah, let's download the conversion. Now that we have the conversion, let's import it, upload. This is a TSV, tab separated value. So if you're opening an Excel, that takes some doing. So just Google how to open a tab separated value, how to open a TSV in Excel, and there are plenty of guides that can walk you through that process. It's not terribly complex. It's just not a default operation in Excel. But anyway, if you're working in Google Sheets, you can just click Insert Sheet here, Tab as the selector, and import. And then you can, freeze your first row. And here we have the Sales Navigator NID, the Sales Navigator URL, the redirect URL. That'll take you to the public URL if you didn't pull this information, but we pulled the public URL, so we have that here, as well as the image, first name, last name, location, full geo, city, state, country. So this is information we got when we enriched with the public URL, right? Summary, headline we retrieved from this was not included in the search results, so we retrieved that when we pulled the public URL, as well as the basic ID, the public ID. So what is NIID, you may ask? That is the 39 character unique identifier that LinkedIn uses for their different products. So this is for the basic profile, this is for Sales Navigator, and there's one for LinkedIn Recruiter as well. And let's see, what else do we have here? So then we have industry. So this is the current industry profile. We have job title 1, job company name 1, start date, end date, years in job, is current, and then same thing for job 2. And then there's, these columns aren't necessarily in their like sequential order. At some point I might get around to fixing that, but just keep that in mind. So here we see company 1 ID is here, location listed is here, description is here, etc. And then we have opened opportunities. Only a couple of these were, but anyway, that's the information.